Hi everyone, it's Shobi Leong here from London, the United Kingdom. I have a special guest on today. It's Nicole, all the way from the US. Say hi, Nicole.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for having me on, Shobi.
Oh, you're welcome. I am so pumped and so excited for you. The results you've been getting lately has just, it's just blown up the whole group within the group. And, things are just going daily, nonstop. And, another one of our community members is going to wake up later to another boom. So, things are just happening. And I thought, let me try and get you quickly for a little interview before your schedule gets totally booked up. So everyone, I want Nicole to sort of tell a little bit about your background and what made you decide to go down the entrepreneurial route. What was it for you that made you decide to do that?
Right. I'm from North Carolina here in the U.S. And I went to college. I did the whole college thing. I had to get that paper like everyone said I was supposed to do and be a good kid and get good grades. And I thought as soon as I graduated, I would just get this amazing job, right? That's what everyone hopes for. So over here, it was the recession during that time. So the economy was just tanked and there were no jobs. So I applied everywhere. I was willing to move. Like I applied everywhere. And I couldn't get in. So for like 2 years after that, I was waitressing. I was, serving in a restaurant that whole time because I couldn't find a job. So that was pretty depressing as it was. And then I met my future husband and he was laid off at the time. So we had to move 4 times in 2.5 years. We had a lot of struggle in the beginning, just barely making it by,
Yeah.
He had a daughter, to pay child support for. It was just a really stressful time. So, and that whole time that we were moving, that was also hurting my resume because we lived somewhere 6 to 8 months and then we'd move again. So that made it really hard for me to find a job because no one wanted to give me a chance. I didn't have any good work experience and they were afraid I was going to leave.
Yeah.
And then for a lot of jobs, I was overqualified because I had a college degree. They didn't want me to, start and then go somewhere else. So I was stuck. I really didn't have a lot of options. And I just every time I started something, I just kept getting disappointed. And that's not what I wanted my life to be like. That's not what I envisioned.
Not a good way to start your whole life coming out of, education. Definitely not.
Yeah. So I knew I had to take my future into my own hands. And the only way that I saw, because I was on Google looking up ways to work from home and different things, the only way I saw that it was through, network marketing at the time, direct sales. So, and I had never done anything like that before. And I was actually really shy and really quiet, introverted. And I didn't think I'd be good at it, but I didn't have a choice at that point. I had to do something for an income while I was because even when you are looking for a job, it can take months and months to even find something. So in between, that's when I started direct sales. And I actually put everything I had into it and did a good job at first, got promoted and got all these free products and a free cruise and all this stuff. But that really doesn't pay the bills. They kind of pay you with products.
No.
So I knew I had to find, well, first of all, I was doing the home parties and all that, and driving an hour to get to home parties where no one would show up. And I just had to bring it online. I knew that was where I was comfortable, and I wanted to build my business online. So 2015, I started with a company, and it totally crashed and burned with that company too. But it gave me the hope and the vision of what, really working from home and having that time freedom can be like. So that's kind of where the journey started, was back in 2015. And then lots of failures and struggles again to get to this point.
Well, that's amazing. That's an amazing story. I think a lot of people sort of don't realize and don't value the failures that you go through, because it is actually your it's you learn from them. It's your way forward, that you have to stumble before you can get up again stronger. So a lot of people are so frightened to take the first step because of faith. They don't want to fail, but they don't know that you've actually got to fail forward, and that's how you actually get to where you are right now. So, like you said, you've already told me how long you've been doing this, but what has your results been so far? I mean, I know what your results are, but I'll let you tell the world what your results are in the last 50 days.
Yeah, and this company and this system has been amazing because it's been totally different than anything else I've been involved in. And just like a month and a half since I got my site up and everything, I've made $12,000 in sales. And that's not even counting, I think it's like $1,300 in commissions from pro sales on top of that.
That's right. It's crazy. I mean, you've got that front end sales, which obviously goes straight into your account. But that also helps. I mean, for people who are in the online world, having that other front end offer where you, like you say, your pro sales come in, that's your even just your daily bills or whatever covered, and also your marketing budget covered if that's the route you go down to, if you want to go into paid marketing. But I know you've been doing everything with just, free organic, free strategies, which is, you're blazing the way and showing people how it's done. So, I mean, again, I want to congratulate you because you just, it's amazing. The way you did come in and the questions you asked and you just took action, that is something to be really, really proud of, and something, you can definitely sort of like teach your new tribe what to do and how to get the results like you have. So what do you think? Tell me, in that time when you first started in the online industry and to the point now where you're getting your results, what is it within you that has shifted to get you the results you're getting now?
Well, like we were talking about earlier before the Zoom, mindset is the number one thing. I'm a totally different person than I was when I started. I was, like I said, really quiet, really shy. I never wanted to speak out. Like, I never would have thought I'd be doing live videos or doing interviews with people. Like, that just wasn't me. I just did not have the confidence in myself at all. So I always doubted myself, and I always got down, criticized myself and stuff. So just building myself confidence and everything, that's really what it takes, just working on yourself every day. So that was a big part. And when I first started online marketing, I did all paid ads. That's what they were teaching off the gate. So I didn't know anything, and I was just throwing money into paid ads over and over and lost a lot of money. So now I know that there is another way. There's a free strategy. There's a way you can do it for free, while you're building up a budget, to scale up later on. And with this system, it really is, you have so much leverage with the coaches. So like we were talking about my sales and everything. Well, yeah, I did work. Of course I did work. I put effort in. There's a learning curve. You have to learn things, but it wasn't that hard. I just brought somebody in at a low ticket offer, and then the coaches take over and they do all that for you. So 3 out of the 4 people that I made franchise sales for, I had no idea. I didn't know I had a sale until I got on Facebook and I had a notification like, oh, you got a sale. What? How did that happen? That's how crazy it is. So, there was one girl that said, oh, I want to upgrade, and I knew she was going to at some point. But the other people, like, just came in, they followed the instructions, they set up their call with their coach, and they helped them through everything, and boom, there I have a sale. Like, that's never happening before. So that really gives you the time freedom that most people are looking for in this industry.
Definitely. This is where, I mean, the system is built so well that, it gives, like you said, it gives you that time freedom. Having that leverage of the sales coaches is so, so important. And I mean, you've seen, like you said, look at the people you've brought in and the people that have converted to franchises. The conversion rate is just, it's astronomical. It's crazy. It's, out of this world. So, there are, like myself and you, we've both been in a lot of other systems and businesses before, fall flat on your face. But this one has, it's simple. It is built for people who haven't really got much time on their hands. So, but as long as you put in a little bit of work initially, get things right, just following certain things through, you're definitely going to get the results. And, this is, I think it's the thing that we want to sort of like, the message we want to pass out there is that, if it's something you want to come into where, you don't want to have, if you don't have too much time on your hands, like myself, I'm a single mom, so I haven't got all that time to sit down and have, 20 or 30 conversations a day with people. This is the perfect business, and I'm sure you would agree. I mean, you were telling me about a story about how you actually weren't even on the business when you got all the sales in. So do you want to tell me a little bit about the story you mentioned to me earlier?
Yeah, just how about life happens. Things happen in our lives, and you have good intentions in the world to get all this stuff done, but things happen and we have to, especially with your family and friends. So this week we had a really close friend of ours have a massive heart attack and almost died. He was dead for, he was in and out for like 40 minutes and they almost gave up on him with the paddles because, they didn't think he was going to come back. So we're super lucky to have him. And it was a wake up call for him. He was only 38 years old. So that happened, and my dad was in the hospital for some colon pain, so he's getting that looked at. But they also found a cyst on his kidney that he never would have known was there unless he went to the doctor, which could be cancerous. So next week, we'll be getting tests and stuff on that. But that's life. It happens. This stuff comes up and you don't expect it. And I honestly didn't have a lot of time this week to work on my business. I also do another job offline. Another one of my passions is working with dogs. So I've been doing that offline. And so when I woke up, I was getting ready for work. The owners are out of town, so I'm working a lot of hours this week. And I look on my phone and I got another sale. I was like, what? How did this happen? Because honestly, my mind hasn't been there. I've been focusing on my family and things going on in my life. And just to see that was just like a huge breath of fresh air. Like I got to like relax a little bit. And I was like, wow, this business really is working for me when I'm not working. Like they're doing the hard work for you in the background.
That's amazing. I love what you've just shared with us, and I hope that you will get good news with your dad. Think positive. Like you said, it's all in your mindset, and I'm sure you can pass your dad all the positive healing vibes, and sort of teach him the same kind of mindset tricks that you use for yourself. And it's always all in the mind. I believe in that thoroughly. I mean, I lost my mom to cancer 10 years ago, but I wished I had known everything that I know now about the work that I've done on my mindset and personal development. And I think it would have helped my mom tremendously as well, because funny enough, before she passed on, there were so many things she used to say to me, which is very applicable to what we know now. So I think she sort of knew some things before she went on, because she fought cancer for nearly 7 years, so that was, rest her soul. But I know that, she's definitely looking down on me, because some of the things that she says is definitely come true. And always pay attention to your health. Like she said, with no health, there's no wealth.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So I guess the last question is, where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years, Nicole?
Definitely, want to keep learning and growing and moving up within this company. This is something that I see as a long-term career. Most things that you see online or that you get into, different affiliate marketing and online marketing things, are very short-term. You get in for people get in for a few months and then they're off to the next thing and they're promoting something else. So this is something that I really see, with the owner and the people behind the company, that's going to be there long term for me. And I really believe in the system. So it's something that I want to focus on, and of course, building other, income streams on the side too.
Of course.
And focusing, on what I've been focusing on the last year is just that work, family, balance life, and doing the things I really enjoy and love to do.
Awesome. And I hope, things are just going to improve for you. It will improve for you, and I know it will, because, the results you've been getting is just amazing. And, I hope everything goes well with your family.
Because, it makes you, life is just too short to do stuff that you hate to do. I was in miserable jobs where it was horrible. It was so stressful. And I was like, I have to get out of this situation. I had so much pain and struggle that I was willing to do whatever it took to get out of that situation. So if there's people out there, that are in a situation like that, there's a way out. You just have to go for it.
Absolutely. I mean, amazing message there for everyone. So everyone who's watching today, I hope you have been inspired by Nicole's story. I mean, she's made an amazing, 13 plus thousand in the last month and a half. So there's about 50 days of work. I mean, for some people that, they have to do work months to get, that kind of money. And I am myself very, very grateful, in the last, I guess, 80, 90 days, I've made nearly 30, 40K. As a single parent who was reliant on, Social Security benefits to come away from all that, it's just a godsend. So there is a way out. If, so guys, either get in touch with myself or Nicole. We'll drop the link below, PM us directly, and we'll get in touch with you. So everybody, I hope you have enjoyed listening to Nicole and a little bit about myself, but this is all about Nicole because, I have to sort of congratulate her on the work she's done. She's come in so quick into the community, and she's just, boom the hell out of the whole community with her results. So guys, get in touch with us, and we'll see you guys soon.